do a book tag, and I was not tagged by anyone, but I found this tag and I thought that would be really awesome to do it. So this is the Harry Potter spells tag. I discovered this book tag on Books and Junk, which I will link down below, and then this led me to Enchantology. So Enchantology led me to TurtlesSympathy, who is the creator of this tag. I will link all those videos down below. This tag consists of using 10 Harry Potter spells and then relating them to books. And I took some questions from Enchantology and TurtlesSympathy, and I also came up with some of my own. So with that, let's begin. The first spell is Expecto Patronum. Maybe I should like wave something. Expecto Patronum. This is a childhood book that is connected to good memories, and for me this book is Little House on the Prairie, or rather it's the series, the Laura Ingalls series of Little House on the Prairie, because these books just have so many good memories for me. I read them all the time when I was young. I would just read them over and over because I liked them so much and I thought they were so interesting. And my favorite one is, I cannot remember the name, but I do remember the cover. It's the purple one. It's the one where she is dating or courting the guy that she marries, and I think it's like These Golden Years, but it might not be. I will look that up. But yes, I really liked those books and they are really connected with good memories from my childhood. Prior Incantato. This is the last book that you read, and this would be Gone by Mugga Grant. So I have decided that I'm going to do a series review with the Gone series, and so that will be up when I finish the rest of the books. Imperio. This is a book that you had to read for school. And so I chose two books because I actually have liked quite a few of the books that I read for school. So one that I did enjoy was The Things They Carried by Tim O'Brien. I thought this book was a well-written piece of fiction about the Vietnam War, and it is quite different in its storytelling, but it's very good and I would suggest it. When you read it, it seems like it could be true, but it is fiction. It's different, but it's very good and I would recommend it. And so then I decided to choose another book that I had to read for school that I did not enjoy, and that would be The Pearl by John Steinbeck. I thought The Pearl was pointless and the story was long and it was boring and the ending was just tragic, and I just did not enjoy that book. So, Crucio, a book that was painful to read. This is another John Steinbeck novel, and it is called Of Mice and Men. This book was painful because the ending is just very sad and very depressing, and the whole book is not the most exciting thing. The themes were very interesting to look at, but the ending I think is what did it for me, and I really did not like the ending. It was very painful for me, and so that is why I chose that book. Aquamenti. This is a book that made you cry, and this I chose The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I'm sure many of you have read it, and many of you know why. It is a very sad book, but it is a very good book. I would definitely recommend it. Wingardium Leviosa. This is a book that like lifted you up and made you feel warm inside. And for this book, I chose Dash and Lily's Book of Dares because that is just a feel-good novel, and I would recommend that you read it if you're looking for a cute little romance story that has a lot to do, that looks at a lot of the bigger questions in life. It's quite good. Protego. This is a book that you defend when it is being criticized, and that book for me is The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. The Kite Runner is probably one of my favorite books, and I know that there are a lot of people who criticize it for being, they don't think it's necessarily a good book and that the themes are just really intense, but I really enjoyed the book, and even though there were some really intense themes, I thought that they worked well, and the main focus for me is the friendship between the two boys in the book, and so I really enjoy it, and I do defend it when people try to criticize it. Colloshoo. This is a book that you got stuck in and found it hard to finish. For me, I have talked about these books, but it is A Clash of Kings by George R.R. Martin, and his second book has just taken me a really long time to finish, and I still haven't finished it. I'm still working on it, and so that is why I chose it. Diffindo. This is a book that you would like to sever from its series, and for me, that is Bersinger by Christopher Paolini, because Bersinger, there is no need for that book in my opinion. It is 800 words of fluff, pretty much. I mean, I would tell you what happens, but I don't want to spoil it. But it's just long, and I just don't think it was necessary. And when I read it, I thought that it would be the end, and then I realized that it wouldn't be, and that it was actually not a trilogy, but a cycle. And so I just felt that it wasn't necessary, and I wished that it could have ended. But I do enjoy the series. I do like the inheritance cycle. I thought it was well written, if not a little bit long, but it was good, even though I was not a fan. Brizinger was not my favorite book. This last spell is Confundo, a book that you did not understand, and for me this is Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad. This is definitely a book I had to read for school. I did not enjoy it. It is only 100 pages and it's like this thin, and you think that it's going to be a good day because you're like, that's going to be quick, but then you start reading and you're like, no, this is going to take me forever because the print is small, content is just extremely difficult, and you're left at the end like looking back and saying, I don't even know what I just read, and so that book really confused me. So I think that is all for the tag, and I really enjoyed doing this. I don't think I'm going to tag anyone, and so if you would like to do it, please do, and comment, and I will go and watch it. So if you enjoyed these videos, please click like and subscribe, and I will be uploading a new one every Sunday. Okay, bye guys!